Every complex animal out there, and yeah, that includes you, started out as just a single cell. So how in the world does nature take that one tiny speck and build a whole body from scratch? Well, today we're pulling back the curtain on the architectural blueprint of life itself, from the very first brick to the finished skyscraper.
I mean, really think about that. How does one microscopic cell become a living, breathing creature? It's not magic, not at all. It's actually a brilliant, elegant system of organization. And that's the mystery we are going to solve right now.
You see, the big secret is that an animal's body isn't some random jumble of parts thrown together. No way. It's an incredible hierarchy. Think of it like this. Individual cells are your basic building blocks. But when they team up to do a specific job, they form a specialized crew we call a tissue.
And that right there brings us to the absolute foundation of animal structure, tissues. This is the first and, honestly, the most crucial level of organization. It's what makes everything else even possible.
So, what exactly is a tissue? Well, to put it simply, it's a team. It's a group of cells that all come from the same origin, and they have a common mission, whether that mission is to protect, to move, or to communicate.
And this whole process follows a really clear roadmap. It's like a four-step assembly line that nature uses every single time. It all starts with cells. Those cells group together into tissues. Tissues then assemble into organs. And finally, organs team up to create the final product. Entire organ systems.
Now here's what's wild. In the entire animal kingdom, all this complex construction is done by just 4 main types of tissues. So, let's meet these 4 master specialist teams that build every single part of the body. First up, we've got epithelial tissue. Think of this as the body's security and surface team. This is the stuff that forms the outer layer of your skin, creating a protective barrier. But it also lines all of your internal organs and cavities. It's the ultimate protector.
Now, what holds everything together? That would be connective tissue, the body's framework, its scaffolding. It's the most abundant tissue we have, and it's incredibly diverse. I mean, it makes up everything from solid bone and flexible cartilage to fat, and even your blood.
Powering all our movement, we have muscle tissue. These are the movers and the shakers. These long fibers have this unique, incredible ability to contract, and that one simple action is behind everything from walking across the room to the constant, powerful beat of your heart.
And who's running the whole show? Well, that's neural tissue, the body's command and control center. It's made of nerve cells, or neurons, and they create this vast electrical network to coordinate and control every single function in the body. It's the biological internet.
Let's zoom in on that muscle team for a second, because their specializations are just brilliant. Skeletal muscle is what you consciously control to lift a weight or take a step, but yeah, it gets tired. Then there's smooth muscle. It's the automatic pilot in your stomach and intestines, just working away without you ever thinking about it. And cardiac muscle? Wow. That's the tireless superstar in your heart, contracting every second of your life without ever quitting.
Okay, so we have our 4 specialist teams. We've got the protectors, the supporters, the movers, and the communicators. But how do they go from being these separate tissues to building something way more complex? Let's move to the next stage of the assembly line.
Here's the next critical step, and it's a big one. Tissues never work in isolation. They combine their skills to build organs. An organ is where multiple tissue types come together to perform these really complex jobs that no single tissue could ever dream of doing on its own.
The stomach is a perfect example of this. The inner lining, that's epithelial tissue, secreting acids and enzymes. Then you've got layers of smooth muscle tissue contracting to mix all the food up. Connective tissue provides the supportive framework and holds the blood supply. And all of this is controlled by neural tissue, which coordinates the contractions and secretions. See, all 4 teams working as one beautiful functional unit.
All right, we've got the theory down. That's the blueprint. Now let's see how these principles actually work in a living creature. For that, we're going to take a look inside a frog.
We're going to focus on the digestive system of the common Indian frog, Rana tigrina. Why? Because this system is a fantastic, crystal-clear illustration of how specialized organs, each built from our 4 master tissues, work in perfect sequence to get a major job done.
So, the frog's digestive journey kicks off with a flash of its sticky tongue to nab some prey. From there, the food goes down the esophagus into the stomach, an acid-filled chamber for the initial breakdown. Next up is the intestine, which is the main spot for absorbing nutrients. Finally, waste passes out through a multi-purpose chamber called the cloaca. The key here is that each stop on this journey is its own specialized organ. And here is the big takeaway. Every single one of those parts, the tongue, the stomach, the intestine, is an organ. And each one is an intricate assembly of epithelial, connective, muscular, and neural tissues all working together in perfect harmony. So, what is the grand secret behind all the amazing complexity of animal life? When you get right down to it, it all comes back to this remarkable system of organization.
And that, right there, is the secret. This elegant hierarchy, from cells to tissues to organs and then to systems. That is what makes animals so incredibly complex and adaptable. It's nature's unbelievably efficient and powerful blueprint for building life.
This fundamental blueprint has built every single animal on our planet. So as life continues to evolve, you just have to wonder, what could the next great leap in biological design possibly look like? Thanks for joining me.